This is a training session about points to start at in your marriage.
And we're your hosts, Sandra and Nancy.
Hi! Your marriage turned out not to be a fairy tale. We're not surprised.
But you've come to the right place. This week our topic will be the effects of parenthood on marriage.
There are 6 phases of parenthood as cited by Dr. Birkin lecture.
Honeymoon phase, childbirth, division of labor, planning and timing, decrease in intimacy and leisure time, and increase in conflict.
Today we will focus on the last 4 specifically and give you some pointers on how to maintain a healthy relationship while your family begins to grow.
It is important that we study how to handle this transition because Galvin et al. Stated that partner communication changes dramatically as the new role of parenthood requires significant time and energy. Just to mention the first 2 is the honeymoon phase and childbirth.
First off, the honeymoon phase is usually the first year or 2, and it is passion-fueled. It's all about the 2 of you and your intense focus on the attraction that made you want to walk down the aisle to begin with.
After these first years, the couple will begin to talk about having children of their own. It is at this point that the rest of our seminary becomes very pertinent. A smart couple will refer to our tactics in order to maintain a happy and healthy relationship.
Thank you, Sandra.
No problem, Nancy.
Now, where were we? Let us begin the training with dividing up of labor. As a child comes along, there are many new tasks that the couple will have to equally partake in so that their household can continue to run smoothly. As an example, let's first take a look at a couple who did not properly discuss which partner would be in charge of which task. Sandra, what clip do we have to show to these people today?
Today we're going to be watching a clip from one of the hit TV shows, Not So Modern Family.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Honey, I'm home. I've been working all day out in the field.
Oh, have you? Because I've been working all day at home. I've been cooking, I've been making apples, I've been taking care of our baby and sweeping and mopping and cleaning the windows.
And I appreciate that.
Honey, we need to talk about division of labor.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know what you mean.
I mean that I do so much around the house now that the baby is here, and it's like you don't even care or want to help.
Well, I'm so tired when I come home from my long day's work for providing for our family.
That just won't cut it.
Well, you know what? I'm the man and you're the woman, and you're supposed to do the home things, and I'm supposed to do the man thing.
No, we're supposed to do the parent thing.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yes.
Is that what your mama told you?
Yes, it is. I'm just gonna pour lots of pepper into your meal tonight, your dinner.
So rude! You think that's what you're or what?
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
I do.
is that gonna solve?
My mama told me to do that too.
Well, I'll tell you what we can talk about.
La 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 la. You ain't
You want
nothing
to talk
but a
about a
hound
division?
dog.
How about you and I divide? What a wonderful example of what not to do, am I right?
You're right, Sandra. You're right.
And so, looking back at that clip, we can see that it is imperative that a couple talk about how to divide labor. In a study by UCLA researchers, they noted that 62% of adults said that sharing household chores is very important to marital success.
In the same UCLA study, it was noted that a successful couple will make sure to identify what, how, and when chores will be done. So this means who will be doing them, at what time, and how each partner expects the task to get done.
So, what could the Pattersons, who were in that last clip, have done better?
Exactly.
Next, we will address planning and timing. So, this simply means designating when you plan on having children and how that decision will affect your relationship. A lack of planning can be detrimental to a relationship because if both partners are not committed to the reception of a new family member, it can become problematic. As an example of this poor timing, let's observe an unaired scene from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What's up, Kim?
Hey. I have something to tell you. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm pregnant.
Wait, what? Man, I thought you was just getting fatter for the past 4 months. And I was
Don't
like,
do that.
okay.
I know it's rough. But I know it's all
I'm
the
gonna let
best.
you finish, but I can't be doing this right now. Like, we ain't even married. I gotta go on tour. I gotta take care of my album and my record, and like I have to go get my teeth whitened next week. Like, we didn't plan for this. Like, what are we even gonna name the baby?
Northwest. Oh boy, that family has got a lot of miscommunication. Our advice to them is that couples should openly discuss when an appropriate time to have a child is. Do you have the time, energy, and financial resources and support to sustain a healthy family? Have you clearly listed all the pros and cons and decided that your rewards outweigh your costs? Now and only now, you should consider having a child together.
Thank you. What do we have next, Nance?
Well, Sandra, I'm glad you asked. The next problem that arises in couples with children is their decrease in intimacy and leisure time.
Oh, that seems like it could be a big problem.
It is, Sandra, it is.
Now, as you can well imagine, having a child makes it very difficult to spend time alone together, and couples are generally less relaxed when they do have time together because they're still thinking about all the stresses of their day. According to Belsky and Pensky, now isn't that a funny little duo?
It sure is, Sandra. I played bingo with a woman named Belsky once. She died.
Oh my goodness.
Carry on.
According to Belsky and Pensky, new parents' leisure activities become less frequent, their satisfaction declines, and women are most especially affected by this problem.
Let's look at one couple that struggles to maintain the romance while they raise a baby.
We're going to be looking at this season's hit cartoon movie, Frozen.
Say goodbye to the pain of the past. We don't have to feel it anymore. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Life can be so much more with you.
Love is an open door. Well, this is definitely going to decrease our intimacy.
And leisure time.
As tragic as this scene looks from the outside, the couple could have easily avoided disappointment if they were prepared for the decline in the amount of their time together. They will have to accept that there just won't be as much one-on-one time to sing beautiful musical duets for them. However, they can still make a joint effort to plan times where the two of them can get away without the baby and just enjoy each other's company.
Great advice, Sandra. They must have realistic expectations.
Absolutely.
To finish up the seminar, we will look at the culmination of all these scenarios, which is an overall increase in the amount of conflict couples experience. For this, we go to a lost episode of 16 and Pregnant.
What's up, girl? It's been a long day at high school and I'm gonna need you to give me a foot rub.
You're annoying me, and you just got home.
Yeah, well, you're being rude and I just got home. You think that's funny? You think it's funny that we're
No.
fighting all the time?
I'm laughing to not cry because you're a real jerk, you know?
You know what? Every time I come home, you're so irritable. You always gotta be yelling at me for nothing. I didn't do anything to you.
Oh, you haven't done anything?
Yeah, all I wanted was for you to give me a foot rub.
Well, your feet are disgusting. Have you seen the lint on your socks?
Excuse me? I've been working hard all day long to provide for
Oh,
our
going
child.
to calculus class?
Yeah, and I have to work at Sonic to provide for our family.
I like Sonic, and why didn't you bring me a cherry limeade?
Because I can't be spending all the extra money for the diapers on your drinks, girl.
Keep your voice down. The child's asleep.
I'm just gonna go elsewhere because I can't be dealing with all this conflict all the time.
Well, you know what? You and your unibrow go somewhere else.
Now you're getting personal. That is personal.
You know what? It got really personal when you slept with me at 15 and we had this baby at 16.
What was I supposed to do?
What a great and sad clip that was, Sandra.
Yes.
As you can see, a pregnancy can lead to a heap load of resentment coming from both sides of a partnership. A child can create a lot of stress if not handled with the techniques we have suggested here today.
However, if a couple takes the time to plan with each other and hear each other out, parenthood can have many positive effects. A study by Newman and Newman found that emotional and cognitive skills can develop due to engagement in parenthood.
Well, who would have guessed? Cognitive skills include being more organized, multitasking, preparedness, and appreciation of individual differences. Emotional skills can increase capacity to empathize, express, and understand feelings.
So it sure isn't all bad.
It sure isn't, Sandra.
So, as a review, the 6 different ways parenthood affects marriage is through the honeymoon stage, childbirth, decrease in labor, planning and timing, decrease in intimacy and leisure time, and increase in conflict.
Thank you so much for joining us this week, and we hope you'll tune in next week when we talk about trends in parenting.
Thank y'all. Play us out, DJ Rasta Steve.
One, two, three.
Well, I'm losing my mind over here. My hip hurts.
I'm sorry. Do you want
Does it? Like, where's my tiara?
We're going to be looking at an example of Charles and his wife.
Not for our baby.
It's not gonna kill him.
It probably will. If not, your unibrow sure will. Freaking raspberry guts.
Ow!
What? Did you hurt your finger? It's 8 p.m.
Did I ask what time it is? Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome,
Is that your
Sandra.
name?
As you can see, a pregnancy.
Get up, man, don't.
We don't do that, honey. Not since you were born, at least.
Next.
Finish.
Now, isn't that a funny little duo?
Oh, yes, it is. That reminds me of my old days.
Does it?